Hey guys, this is a bit different than what I normally do. Normally I'm out here streaming, and this would be live, but this isn't live, this is recorded. And so why I'm doing this is because recently I was able to voice act in a pretty cool project called Horror Shop Radio, specifically episode 7, In Search of Succubus. The cool part is that episode came out fairly recently to the day that I'm recording this. I'm trying to get it out as soon as possible as well. But this is going to be my reaction to me listening to it, at least listening to my voice in it. So we're going to listen to the trailer, and then we're going to listen to the full episode. So I'm really excited. I've already heard the trailer to episode 7. And I'm still going to listen to it with y'all, just so y'all can get an idea of what the episode's about. And then we're going to listen to episode 7 up until my part. Why? Because it's like an hour and 7 minutes long, and I also want you guys to go out and enjoy it. So in the description of the video, there will be a link to the episode via Spotify. I might see if I can try to find their other stuff as well. So, without further ado, we're going to listen to it. It's all just audio. Yeah, pop the headphones on, and we're going to listen. I'm excited. So we're gonna do the trailer first.
My name's Gabe. Well, I've been trying to meet someone, so that's something, right? Like, trying the dating scene thing, you know? I've only been on a few dates, but they haven't been going too great, really.
I think I may have to head home.
You insensitive asshole.
I think I'll get a ride home. By myself.
Ugh, gotta be something decent on TV tonight.
The succubus can take many forms and knows what female you find most attractive. They have been trained by their masters how to lure men into a sense of security. The man eventually becomes so weak as these things feed off his energy. It's what their masters desire. In fact, some of their intentions are even darker in nature.
But she is so beautiful. I mean, wouldn't it be worth the cost? There's gotta be more about this online. I need to somehow summon one.
So that's the gist of the episode. It's not the full trailer, but you can go listen to the full trailer if you want more about it. But basically, this guy decides to search for a succubus because he's having dating trouble. Felt that. Anyway, so we're gonna listen to part of episode 7 again, probably up until mine. There won't be a whole lot of reaction from me, other than oh my gosh, that's my voice, you know. But you know, it'll be something. So I honestly I loved this. I played Taylor. My character's name is Taylor. I loved the lines for it. I remember, I auditioned and I was like, we'll see how this goes. And then they're like, cool, we like you. Join us. And I was like, I can do that. So, Horror Shop Radio. They make a bunch of other really cool things as well. Again, this is episode 7 of just season 1. And that's just the trailer. The trailer is already interesting to me. We're gonna listen to the actual episode itself.
Welcome to a very special edition of Horror Shop Radio. This is our first story to come from an outside source. It was written by Damon Price, whose name you might recognize as the composer for our last few episodes of Horror Shop Radio. This score was especially important to him as it was for a story that he wrote and submitted. In Search of Succubus was written several years ago as a screenplay for a short film and has been sitting on the shelf collecting dust for far too long. When Damon brought it to my attention, I felt the story was an absolute perfect fit for Horror Shop Radio. So we worked together to adapt it into this awesome audio play, which you're about to listen to. I'd like to thank Damon for all his hard work and contributions, and for coming up with some amazing ideas. It was and is always a pleasure to work with you, Damon, and I'm so happy that we were able to bring your story to life within the walls of the Horror Shop, with the help of some truly amazing voice actors. This is also the biggest cast to date for an episode of Horror Shop Radio.
I didn't know that.
So while it was challenging, it was still a total blast to put together.
My name's Gabe. I live alone. I mean, not really. I share an apartment with my friend. I mean, well, he's kind of more like my pet. My little fish dude.
Aw,
His
fish.
name is Mr. Pickles. Come to think of it, I don't really have too many friends. Like, none, actually. But, well, I've been trying to meet someone, so that's something, right? Like, trying the dating scene thing, you know? I've only been on a few dates, but they haven't been going too great, really. I mean, I don't know what it is with these chicks. They just don't get me. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, this first chick, Tanya. No, Taylor. Yeah, that was it. I thought things were going great. I even took her out to this fancy restaurant place, and, well, I mean, I love horror films. Oh my god, the more graphic, the better. Did you ever see Green Inferno? I mean, that scene where they cut off the arms? Oh, and those ants? Oh, it's just the best. A truly realistic impression of what potentially happens out there in the jungles of the Amazon. I mean, can you imagine?
Well, I never thought of that. Like, ever.
Well, you have to see it. I mean, we could head back to my place and watch it on Blu-ray. It's not as good as 4K resolution, but the movie isn't on 4K yet, so we are stuck with the Blu-ray, but...
On Blu-ray, I have not heard the term Blu-ray in ages. Partly because, like, I remember when it was a thing, and, like, growing up, my parents were always like, you can't get it because we don't have a Blu-ray player, so I guess I had to get, like, DVD. Dude, I haven't heard the term Blu-ray in ages. I love that. I absolutely love that. So far, I actually really like this episode. Pretty great. Anyway, and keep watching.
I've seen worse.
But, we haven't ordered yet.
Well, you know, maybe we can, like, get it to go. You know? And take out food under candlelight. And the cannibals of the Green Inferno. It's the ideal date night. What do you say?
You know, I think I may have to head home. I promised my horses I would give them a bath.
Oh, well, what's wrong with bathing them tomorrow?
You know, I never break a promise to my horses.
Hey, where are you going?
I have horses. Okay, so part of doing this is that it was, you record all your lines, then you submit them, which I don't mind. That's well put together for not being in the same, not necessarily room, but like the same call or room as the other person. Which I enjoy doing these lines. When you do it, you always give like a couple of them for projects like this, and so it's just kind of, it's so they can have something to work with, so they have lines to choose from. And I'm really happy with the ones that he chose, because it was a lot of just, you have to be like uncomfortable, you know? And so the lines were like, you know, I have to go bathe my horses. And the thing about it is, part of me wants to be like, Taylor actually has horses. I feel like she's a horse girl, but at the same time, part of me is like, nah, no way. She's just trying to find some sort of excuse. Like, I gotta bathe my horses. Horses. And so that's the take I kind of took on it, of like, I don't know if she has horses or doesn't have horses. Either way, it's an excuse, and she's uncomfortable in the situation. And so she's just like, hey, I have to bathe horses. Yeah. I never break promises to them. I love these horses with my... She might be a horse girl. My headcanon on this character. A little bit of a horse girl. Anyway, but that's up to just my point. You know, and y'all have heard the whole thing. I just wanted to react to like my voice in it. If you want to watch the full episode again, it'll be linked in the description, at least to Spotify. Let me see if I can find their other stuff. If you notice the setup and you're just finding me here on YouTube, I stream on Twitch. Cloud Ghost Graves, it's the same thing. Link should be somewhere, probably in the description as well. My stream schedule is a bit iffy. I'm trying to like get back into streaming after starting an actual job. But come check me out there. This is the whole cast list. Amazing. Just absolutely amazing. The score for it as well is also like really good. So good. I love doing it. You know, it was like 4 lines, but it was still great. They're was I in contact with most? I think it was Matthew. Matthew? Yeah. Matthew's really great at just being a director. He was really good at it. So go check out Horror Shop Radio. It'll be linked. Check me out on Twitch. I've been posting a lot more on TikTok recently, so also check out my TikTok for content. I guess if you want content, if you want your over here, if you want your name to be featured over here, go follow me on Twitch, and it'll pop up right here every time you follow me. My 2 plugs: Horror Shop Radio. Go check them out. Episode 7 is out. I voiced in episode 7. I hope you'll have an amazing day, and I'll see you whenever I stream again or whenever I decide to record a video again. As always,